Well, hey everybody, it's Chase, and in this video I'm going to cover just from point A to point B, or is A to Z actually, everything that's required, every step. You're going to see everything right in this video that's going to back up what I've already previously posted on my blog. So just as a review, you're going to come to my blog, which is chaseswift.com. If you ever need to review or freshen up or just review the information on how to set up a Google Hangout, okay? From that, you'll want to scroll down, and I have these categories, okay? So here's a Google Hangout how-to. I have 3 blog posts. Just click on that category and it'll load. And the latest one that I've done was the step-by-step how to create a Google Hangout, okay? July 7th. Now, I just like clicking on that title because that will load this blog post. Okay, so the only thing you will see is exactly how to set this up. Okay, now in this highlighted area where when I indicate, that you're going to read this carefully and do all that, I demonstrate the best way to learn how to do this is to have in one tab, and you'll see this is the tab. I'm using the Chrome browser, and I can just go over here and click on a new tab. So I'm going to have 2 tabs. One is my chaseswift.com blog, okay, on how to set up and how to create a Google Plus Hangout. Tab number 2 is going to be YouTube. Okay, so when you're on Google, I have it defaulted to go to Google. Just whatever you need to do, get to youtube.com and log into your account. youtube.com, as I've shown right here. And then I'm already logged in, but it would say log in probably in the top corner right up here. Okay? Now, again, you're going to be reading this, and you're going to set up this blog post, as I said, right here in tab 1. This is tab 1. And then your YouTube account, which will become your Google Hangout, in another tab. That's tab 2 up here. YouTube and my blog. I just want to make sure, maybe some of you have never understood the power of tabs and how you can be on 2 websites at the same time. And you can follow through my directions and then do the step. Okay, follow through on my directions and do the step. Now, I'm not going to go through and take forever because you can do this yourself. You can just go through and you'll see, how to set up and what to do and read my instructions and follow the screenshots. Okay, so I'm going to go through and do the steps without referring to my blog. Okay, so the first thing to do to start a Hangout is go up to the upload. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to upload, but it's where the easiest part is to find where the Google Plus Hangouts on air is. It's right there. So I just click very simply on broadcast. Okay, now what it does initially turns on your webcam if you have one. And it's going to ask you to set up your Hangout on air. You'll notice it's the same screenshot that I've given you right here. Okay, so just wanted to be clear that I'm following through the steps, or you should follow through the steps on tab 1 and then actually do the steps on tab 2. Now, I'm not going to refer back and do all this again, but let's call this follow-up video on exactly how to set up a Google Hangout. Let's say Google Plus Hangout, A to Z. Okay? So the title is fairly important. You want to think about it. Make sure that it relates to whatever you're going to present. Maybe I'll put a dash right in the follow-up. Okay? Now, you can edit this later. It's not, if you think of a better title, you can always change it later. I'm not going to invite anybody. I'm just doing a 1-person only Hangout. It's really awesome. So I'm going to click Start Hangout on Air. Okay? So, the webcam is on, and that's initially what will appear so that you can get organized, get situated, be in your whatever environment, okay? And there are a couple things that I do before I hit, and it's actually getting 54, 55, 56, 50, it's getting ready. 63, okay, now it's ready. 60, it just is ready at start broadcast, but I'm not ready. I'm going to take some time and get prepared, make sure I'm in the environment and the background and whatever. Check my hair, whatever. I really don't care, It's not about how you look. It's providing good information is the most important thing, okay? So what do? I like to go in the top right. And here's where I can hover my mouse over, and it's on focus. What focus does, see how this is blurry over here? Take my messy office, kind of blurs out the background. I like that, so I just choose focus as the first one, okay? But there's other, brighten, looks way too bright. Maybe if you're in a really dark room, this could help. It's not going to work here. Spotlight, about the same. There is a fuzziness on the edges. Warm, I don't know, maybe if you're in fluorescent lighting, which is kind of cold, temperature-wise, color-wise, this could warm things up, make it look warm. How about smooth? Okay. Black and white. That's kind of interesting. I kind of like black and white. And then the original is just unedited. There's no editing of the live feed. So I like the focus. I'll leave it there. Okay? Now, the only other thing I do is really, I like the little title bar at the lower part of my video. Okay? So on the left-hand side is the Hangout Toolbox. Okay? And if it's not there, you can click down here and search for or add apps, discover more apps for your video calls, such and such. If you don't see the little toolbox, the Hangout Toolbox, then look for it down below and add the apps. They're just little programs, applications, apps on the Google Hangout that will modify or improve or give you some bells and whistles. Those are what apps are. Okay? I already have the Google Hangout Toolbox app ready. It's on the left-hand side. And if you don't see the menu, you've got to move your mouse onto this video. Otherwise, they will in time disappear because they're covering up part of the video feed. Okay? They haven't see how they disappeared? So if you're seeing this and you're like, I don't see anything, it's because you need to move your mouse. So you just move your mouse into the middle area and you'll see the menu appear here. You'll see the focus and all that over there. You'll see your options all on the left-hand side. Okay, so I'll click on the Hangout Toolbox. That'll launch that. Okay, on the right-hand side, I have options. So just take my mouse over, and it's the first icon, the little round circle with the symbol of a person. Just click once right there. And it gives you this lower third, which I call the title bar. And you can see right now it's off. Okay? Before you turn it on, it's going to identify your name from your YouTube or Google Plus profile. So it picked up my name automatically. If it's not quite right, you can change it. Okay? Now the tagline is a secondary line of information. I like to put my website. Okay? So I like to put chaseswift.com. This is not a link, it's information. But it's information if you want to go to my website, you would see that in my title bar. Now, if I go over here, what does that show? Off. If it's off, it's not on. Okay? Pretty simple. So I click once. Boom. Now, oh my gosh, it's backwards. I've broken it. No, you haven't broken it. The webcam is just capturing me. And when this sends it out to you, when you watch this Hangout recording, notice I haven't started it yet. It appears correct. But some of you can't wrap your head around this, so Google said, you know what? We need to give them a way to reverse it so that it appears correct. And that's that little symbol right there. It looks like a little rectangle on its side. I don't know why they picked that. And a little arrow. That'll reverse it. So just click once. Okay? What it did is reversed, okay, the web feed, the image, the video feed. And look at that. My name is perfect. My website is perfect. Okay? And, you know, if you want a different color, it's blue. Do you see where blue right here is coming down along the title bar? Okay? Perfect. If you want a different color, click on color. You may have to turn it off, change the color, and then turn it back on. So let me just do that. I'll click on color, and let's just pick, I don't know, red or kind of a, that's a deep red. Okay? Click on. The title bar now has a red line on top. Perfect. Any more, and I'm just going to spend too much time on insignificant details. Okay? Now, if you want to get rid of this menu over here, wherever it is, you just need to get your mouse in the center of the webcam feed, move it around, and then click over on the Hangout Toolbox once. And that menu goes away, and you have pretty well, if you move your mouse down, maybe down in the bottom, all the menus will fade away in time. Okay? And then you just are left with a very nice presentation. Look at that. The menus are gone. Very clear, so you can focus in on your participants. Okay? Now, I want to talk about people that are participants and people that are here to watch the Hangout. Participants have a webcam on. Participants may have a presentation. Participants can talk if they have a microphone built in or on a headset and connected everything good. So a participant is someone's going to be on the Hangout. I'm the only participant right now. A viewer is going to come back either live or when it's recorded and watch. They don't have a webcam that's going to be part of the Hangout. They can't talk on the Hangout. They are not a participant. They're going to watch. Okay, so how do you get a participant? Okay, move your mouse over the webcam feed and get the little invite people. See the little round guy, the symbol of a person. Okay, invite people. Click once. Okay, now this is the link to share. All you have to do is click once right in the center. Watch this. When I move my mouse down, click once. It highlights the whole thing. You do not need to take your mouse and try to select and get your mouse going and take, and I'm exaggerating here, people, you know this, exaggerating the time it takes to manually select it. There's no need to do that. Just move your mouse right into the center click once. It highlights it. Boom. Okay? Then all you have to do is do a right click and copy this. Okay? Right click on the blue and choose copy. Now you have that link, which is a plus google.com. It's not a YouTube. This is not a YouTube link. It's a plus google.com. That's to get a participant into your Hangout with a headset and they want to turn on their webcam or they have a presentation, whatever. Okay, that's how to do that. What then I would do is probably open up, and I have text edit, and I'm not sure what that is, so I'll just get rid of all that. I would say I would want to, say invite participants while you're setting up. Okay, and then you can put link, and then just maybe go down to the next line and paste that in there. Okay, it looks weird because it's really long. Let me make that smaller. Okay, smaller text, something like that. So this link in blue is the link to invite people to participate, to have their headset and their webcam on. That's the participant link. And how you get that is be on the video feed, move your mouse around and up to the person and invite people. It's the best. That little link is, you could email it, you could put it in Skype, you could put it in Facebook, just send it to whomever, however. Don't change it at all. It's perfect. Now, I don't really necessarily do all this because it's complicated. It involves the Google Plus system, which is like Facebook, but it's Google Plus. Different. I don't worry about that because they have to be on Google Plus. You have to be on Google Plus. Nightmare. Nightmare. Okay? No nightmares anymore. One click, right click, and send that link and invite people that you want on the Hangout. Then click close. Now, in a different tab, I have that link. Okay? Now, the other link is for people to watch. People that are your customers or potential customers, prospects, whatever. That's going to be the YouTube. This presentation, that's a YouTube link. They're going to watch it. Where is that? It's in the lower right. Okay? Follow my mouse. Okay, there's the title. There is links. Links. This is for people to watch. Click once on links. Now, you get another box with 2 bits of information. The first top one is the YouTube page or video for the Hangout, so people can watch. So I would take my mouse, hover over right in the middle, click once. It's highlighted. None of this, try to drag your mouse over and select it and take 2 hours. I know that's an exaggeration. Just click right in the middle, then right click, choose copy. Now, I think it's important to put that into Notepad or into text edit. Word does some funny things with links, okay? I'm not suggesting you do that. So, invite people to watch the Hangout. Okay? So 2 different links. If I want people to invite and participate and have headsets and talk and do everything, that's a participant link. If I want people to watch, okay, the Hangout and get great value about learning about whatever I'm promoting or whatever I'm teaching, that's the watch link. You get that in the lower right under links. Now, the embed code is advanced for people that have a blog. For people that have a blog, just get your mouse right over the middle, click once, right in the middle. It'll highlight the whole thing. Right click and choose copy. Go back to Notepad or your text edit. Okay. And then say, for my blog, a blog is a web page, a website people can watch later. Okay, so you can embed that code. That's the code. That's the technical code for the Hangout on your blog. So we have 3 links. Pretty darn simple. I like to, before everything gets going and all this craziness, whatever, it's not crazy, I like to put those all onto a notepad or text edit before you get going. Now I'm going to click on links once and get it away. Okay? So what have we done? We've got a nice title bar. I have to remember the title bar is over here. I've got a blurry out background here. That's great. Got my headphone. I'm ready. I'm just ready to rock and roll. The rest of it is just clicking on Start Broadcast. And by the way, yes, the green dots indicate that my voice is being picked up by Google, by the Hangout. I'm also not on air. This is the time when you can connect with other participants. Check your headset, check your sound, blah, blah, blah. Hey, glad you're here. This is going to be a great hangout. What do we want to talk about? Okay? Get ready. Take your time. This will be off air as long, and you can chat, talk, whatever. Okay? When you hit start broadcast, then you're ready. You're ready to broadcast and record. Right now, we're just getting ready. Okay? Also in the top right, you'll notice off air. The only people that can see what's going on are the participants in this webinar, which is just me, as you see in the bottom right. That's if I had other participants, they would be listed down at the bottom. Boy, I'm having a hard time mentally processing where this all is. Okay? I'm just here, which is cool. Can you do a one-person hangout? Yes, you can. Awesome. For free. Love it. And do an update. Do just quick information. Make sure you get everything looking good. And then you're like, I'm ready to broadcast. Okay? So, there you go. Last thing here. Look in the bottom corner. 0 viewers. No one is watching this. When you go to broadcast, and let's say you publish your YouTube link, you put it on Facebook, or you send out an email, and 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 people are watching, you'll see how many viewers you have just in the bottom right corners. I have 0. It doesn't faze me at all, because why? This will be recorded on YouTube forever. Okay? Pretty darn cool. Now, the last point is, sometimes you want to keep your presentation not public on on YouTube, but more unlisted. Unlisted. You can still share the link to other people, but no one can search on YouTube. Let me just go and remember, let's say they had the title. I just have part of the title. But what do I mean by not public? Well, when I go to YouTube, as I'm doing, public means they could do a search. Okay? For the title or something, or the keywords, and I think it's like Google plus Hangout. Okay, that's the title. If it's public, they can find it. Okay, now that's interesting. Look at that. Oh, and it's A to Z. I forgot that part. See, look at that. Now that is pretty dang cool. It's not quite ready, but it is public, isn't it? Okay, I'm not, let's go to tab 2. Remember, I'm adding a third tab, and I'm searching on YouTube. It's not showing anything because really, why? I still haven't started the broadcast. Taking my time, getting ready, have a cup of coffee, get all, whatever, okay? But you may not want it public, okay? You may not want people to search for it and find it. You might have pertinent information just for your team. So I'm going to cover why and how you can change that quickly and easily, okay? You will want to have, as I discussed, you want to have that YouTube link, okay, in a notepad. Because at the end of your Hangout, you can edit it and make it unlisted, okay? If you don't care, if it's public, cool, awesome. You want the world to know? Awesome, that's what YouTube is for. But you have somewhat private, not private, but you just want for your team or customers or prospects or whatever, and you don't want anyone else kind of, getting your info, that's fine. You'll want the YouTube link before you start, because then you may forget it. And it's a public broadcast when you hit broadcast. If you have the link, you can edit it right at the end immediately, make it unlisted, boom, you're done. And then it's safe for your team and everybody who has the link. They won't be able to search for it on YouTube, but if they have the link, they can watch. Okay, pretty cool. I like grabbing the link, and remember, I have that in my notepad right here. Before I hit start broadcast, I'm taking my time, guys, on this because I want you to get it. So some of you are like, can we get on with this? Okay, we're going to get on with it. So I'm ready. Everything looks fantastic. And I hit start broadcast. Now, when I hit start broadcast, Google wants to remind me that I'm about to broadcast publicly. Remember, the video is public. Okay? If you have the link, you can make it immediately unlisted afterwards. Okay? You can go up to 8 hours. I don't recommend that, but you could. Okay? Once your broadcast is over, a recording will automatically replace it. Automatic. In fact, it's like instantly automatic all the time. It's live and it's recorded at the same time. How can that be, Chase? Google's a smart company. That's just the way it is, okay? So after I click this blue button, 2 to 3 seconds, maybe 4. We'll time it out. Okay, so here we go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. It took 5 seconds. So I got that blue notification in the top left, top right is the live. It also, if you look at my mouse, we're live down here. Okay? And it's changed from green to red. Okay? Now this follows along everything on my blog. So if we come way down, I talk about this. And we're about right here, where we have, this is the live look. So these screenshots match pretty darn well. Just remind yourself when you look through and you see things in yellow, make sure that you take note of those important details. So here I am in a live Hangout. It's just me, but I could be giving lots of valuable information. Now, the next, I'm not going to say it, but challenge is to share your screen. Okay? Now, some of you are going to be well, I'm going to post the screen recording that shows everything. And what I'm going to do is bring up a keynote presentation. I should have prepared, but it doesn't matter. And what I'm going to do is bring up, let's just bring up, I can't remember which one that is, but actually I'll just bring up this cool slides presentation. Okay, so let's just find something interesting. Okay, so this is a series of slides. This is not a very organized slide presentation, but you could share a full screen, a PowerPoint or a keynote if you're on a Mac presentation. And you can use buttons to go through things, and this is weird information, blah, blah, blah. But obviously you could talk about or present a keynote. Now, I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to switch back to my browser because I really wasn't sharing my screen. But I'm ready. So, wrap this around your tiny little head and figure this out. You got to share your screen first. What I see on my screen has to be shared through the Google Hangout. Now, how do you do that? Well, get your mouse going and get it active and floating around in the center, and head on over to the screen share. Screen share. That's going to tell Google you want to share your screen. Okay? Click once. Okay? Now, you get these options. This is actually what my desktop, the entire desktop, okay, looks like. We'll share that in just a second. But what's really nice and professional is to maybe have a presentation like my cool slides keynote. If I choose this, you're not going to see my background, okay? Or my desktop, I should say. Now, this is going to be challenging in a way because when I click start screen share, it automatically goes to the keynote, and I'm looking on my screen, and it seems weird, but if I move this out of the way, what is in the center, okay, of the Google Hangout? It's the slides, okay? Now, if I arrow up, you'll notice the keynote presentation is mostly off the screen, okay? But it's still active, and I could arrow up and see the viewer watching this. They're seeing, oh, get this iPass 2 account, blah, blah, blah. They're seeing that, and it's full screen. That is really, really cool. So I recommend that you might consider doing like a presentation using Keynote, PowerPoint, and other things. You know, there's lots of options, but those are probably the two most popular. Okay? Now the presenter can go right into full screen and share. That's perfect. And this is what now the presenter, the viewers, the watchers, and even your participants will see this as well. Okay? So I'll just hit escape. You got to practice this. That's all I can say. Okay? Now, it got a little wacky because I'm sharing and doing some weird things with Keynote. It stopped sharing. So you might want to test. Maybe Keynote had a little issue, but PowerPoint may not have this issue, but it stopped sharing my screen. Okay? Normally, I have to click over there and turn it off. Okay, so I'll show the other option. I'm going to click screen share, and I'm going to choose my desktop because there's a weird thing that's going to happen, and I want to clearly share what's going on. Okay, it's this going off into infinity. What's happening is, here's my mouse, okay, and I can still see my links, I can still see my menu, I can see the side menu, all that, but it's going off into infinity. Why is that? Well, it's like a mirror looking at a mirror. So all you have to do is go to a different tab. Okay? Now the presenters will see my screen. You just need to practice this. It's just something you got to do. And when other people are in the Hangout, they go, oh yeah, we see your screen. And then you just do your thing. Okay? And you can scroll around. They're seeing your screen. Okay, now if let's see I'm coming down here. Here's my picture. I'm going to quickly click the tab over here, and you'll see that my picture is right there. And then it'll be a mirror looking at a mirror. And it'll go off into infinity when I'm on tab number 2, the Google Hangout. Watch this. There it is. And then boom, it starts going off into infinity because it's a mirror looking at a mirror, and it just keeps going on into infinity. That's okay. You have two things. Either turn off the screen share by clicking once, or go to a different tab. And you can open up another tab and talk about Google. You can log into Facebook. You can do a Facebook training. What they will see on your screen is what you see right here. It's just when you go to tab 2, you probably need to get ready to turn screen sharing off. So just keep track of where your Google Plus Hangout is, and just know when you go there, like I'm doing now, go over and click screen share once. Now we're back. So in the Hangout, we started with the webcam, then I went to screen share. For the person doing that, just do the steps, and if another participant is in the Hangout, they'll go, oh yeah, we see your screen. Because it's a little mind-boggling for you to try to think and understand what's happening. The computer will do it. It's just going to do it. Okay? Those are the big challenges the first time. The first time. These are when you're going to have these challenges. After the 29th time, these aren't challenges. It's just practice. Okay? So, I'm still live, and it's live down here, and I can stop the broadcast whenever I want to. Okay? And I can screen share whenever I want to by clicking once. I'll do it one more time. Probably desktop, click screen share, and then go to a different tab. Just go to a different tab. When you're ready to stop sharing, go to Google Plus Hangouts, and probably quickly click once on screen share to turn it off. Once. Just click once. It'll come back to your webcam view, and you can chat and say, wasn't that the best training ever, or best information when I was able to share my screen? And everyone's going, oh yeah, that was awesome. Okay? Now, this next part is when you're ending or stopping the broadcast. Make sure, if you want to immediately change it from public to unlisted, make sure you have the link. Okay, I'm going to grab it, just one click, make it blue, right click, copy. And that's just all you need to do. Okay? And then I'll click on links to get rid of that screen. So, and you can do that during this web, and no one's going to see that. You can click on this links. No one's going to see that. They're not going to see that little white box. Only you do. You can close it, open it, close it, open it. They're not going to see it. Okay? You can do it at any time. Okay? Then you're ready to stop the broadcast. It's been a great webinar, a great hangout. You're like, let's close her down. So you go to one click, stop the broadcast. It is now over. Okay? But it's also immediately recorded. Right now, I'll show that to you. Okay? Let's go up to a new tab. Okay? On my browser, I now have 4. On my blog, I have the Hangout. That's still not completely closed. The red leave call will close everything down. Okay? So you can leave this up and say, oh, wasn't that a great webinar with all your participants, your presenter with the PowerPoint? You say, gosh, that was great info. Thanks for sharing. Should we do this again next week or tomorrow? So you can have conversations. The Hangout's over. I'm going to go into my 4th tab and show you that it's live. So I'm going to do a right click on Google Chrome and I can go paste and go. Paste will paste in the link. Paste and go goes to the Hangout. And here it is. I'm going to mute it. But look at that. That's me. And my Hangout was 11 minutes and 44 seconds. Now, it looks weird because this is the Hangout, what the viewer is going to watch. This is a YouTube link. Okay? Now, I'm going to pause it. And by the way, guess what? You can forward it, wherever you want. And YouTube will advance it. And look, I'm at a part where I was sharing my screen and yeah, it's a mirror looking in a mirror. But in just a few seconds, I'm guessing that it'll look like I was sharing my screen. Okay, it was probably a section where I was talking. Ah, there. Okay? So you just have to get over the fact that things appear weird. And guess what? You can even go to full screen mode and your viewers can see everything seconds after you either end it or seconds after it starts. It doesn't matter. They can go back to the beginning and oh, I need to hear that step again, or I need to hear that part again. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. Okay? So, remember, I wanted you to have the link so you can get right to that pencil icon. A pencil icon. Because if this is team information, you want to edit it. The pencil is how to edit. Okay? Click once on the edit. Okay? There it is. It has not given me thumbnail. It's still processing. But this is the time for you to go there and make it unlisted. So that's, if you have the link, if you have it on your notepad, okay, you can get to it quickly and edit your video to make it public. Or I'm sorry, unlisted. If you don't care, don't worry about it. It's done. Just send out the link. Say, hey, if you missed it, boy, we had a great hangout. Just great. I'm going to make this unlisted and then click save. That's it. Okay? If you want to leave it public, you don't need to do what I've just done. And YouTube will give you a nice thumbnail in some time, in 10 minutes or whatever. Okay? That's all you need. Okay? So, the last step, I'm back on tab 2. My Google Plus Hangout. It's been there the whole time. So maybe after you edit, make it from public to unlisted, then you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. And you just click once on leave call. It'll shut everything down. There's no way to come back and restart the Hangout. You'd have to start from ground zero. YouTube, upload, that process. Go back to the beginning of the video. So I'll click once on leave call. It says the Hangout is now over, and this is where YouTube will go to work and make the thumbnail. And that's really all you need. But guess what? It's already unlisted. So there we go. I just click close. And that's all. I've left the video call. Okay? But, remember, if you have the link in memory, you could watch it and edit it. Now, see, the thumbnails are starting to appear. But YouTube's working on it. If I need to change it, boom. Right there. Private is only for people, you put their email address. It makes it extremely private. So you'll just do unlisted. If you have questions, ask me about private. That's for like 2 or 3 people to watch the video only. No one else. So it's very rare you're going to do that. If you do private, you have to put their email address in there. And they will have to watch this video by submitting their email address. It makes it impossible for anyone else to watch it. Okay? 95% of my videos maybe are unlisted. Some of them are public. You get a choice. It's really these top 2 options. Unlisted, probably going to be very helpful. Click save, and you are done. Okay? So, kind of a lot of information. And I understand the first time is going to be a doozy. I'm trying to ease that first step. It's worth the first step. It is worth doing this. It is worth giving people value and helping them through video and help people all over the world. It is worth learning how to do this. I hope this has helped. If you have questions, you can go to my videos. I'll show you how to do this. Just scroll down, find the videos. Okay, when you find a video, where did I put it? I think I put it at the bottom. Yeah. So you can click right on the title of the video. If you have a question, you can pause the video. This is the other Hangout I did weeks ago. Just come down here and just say, Chase, I have a question. You know, just type in there. I'll get a message and I can answer it. And then guess what? Everyone else will see the same questions, potentially, and see the answers. And that way I can help a lot of people when they watch my first one, which was 31 minutes, my first Hangout thing, how to do this. When you have a question, just pop it in there. You need to have a YouTube account, but it's pretty simple. So that's how to post a question, because you really can't post a question on my blog. If we're connected on Facebook, ask me a question there. That's fine. But really good way is to find the title of the YouTube video and click on that. And then just pause the video and come down and make a comment right in the comment area. Okay? So, thanks for watching. Thanks for being willing to learn a new skill to help other people in their business, helping people learn how to be better on the internet, and just for being you and wanting to help other people. So, this is Chase Swift. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if I can be of any service, please don't hesitate to leave a comment on one of my videos. I'll get an instant email. I'll answer your questions, and we'll help a lot of people get better at Google Hangouts. it's worth the step. Take care.